Hey everyone. Today I just wanted to talk about being Success Club strong and what it's going to take to be that for you and also for your team. So one of the very first things that I do personally is, and which I think is a big reason why I've been successful so far with hitting Success Club early on every month, is that a couple days before the first of the month, I start making my list. And my list, I shoot for 100 people. And these are people who are new invitations, are follow-ups. It really forces me to go back through all of my messages because I'm not 100% all great about writing down every contact that I've made on a sheet of paper. But when I go back through all of my messages, I'm like, oh, I did talk to her. I need to remember to follow up with her. So I'll go back through all of my conversations and write down people's names and add them onto my list of people that I message on the first of the month. The first of the month is an extremely, extremely busy day for me, and my husband knows it, and he's so helpful with it and everything with keeping the baby occupied. But that is a day where I am messaging like nonstop all day long. I have my list of 100 people, and it can be that I'm following up with them, that I'm just checking in to see how they're doing. I kind of go based off of what the last contact made with them was. A lot of times when I say follow up, it's going to take over 5 times the following up with somebody before they pull the trigger. And but I don't mean like just messaging them saying, did you buy yet? Did you buy yet? Do you want to, join me yet? Whatever. Like, I find different ways to connect with them. How are you doing? I know your mom was sick. How is she doing? Hey girl, how'd that test go? How's your new job going? Like just some sort of ways to keep connected with them. I do that with everybody who has expressed any sort of interest, or even that I just think would be a great fit, but it's just not the right timing for them right now. So I really want to keep contact with them on a regular basis. And I harp on building trust. I really think that this business is all based on building trust with your customers and with your coaches. And that is one of the biggest ways that you can build trust with customers and potential coaches, is by just investing in their lives and showing them that you really do care about them, that this is not just about you and making a sale. And that takes time and effort, and that's just how it is. So that's one of the very first things I do. My goal every month is to hit Success Club 10 by week 1. So in order to set myself up for that, I am following up with everybody on day 1, and then I don't just leave it at that. That sets up new conversation for the rest of the month, new follow-ups for the rest of the month, re-engaging with these people. The other thing that has greatly expanded my business recently is my like page. And my like page is nothing special. It is I'm still learning. I'm still asking and Googling and YouTubing and, learning from other people. But it really has not just posting to it, but by boosting my posts, I have really grown my network a lot through that. Recently, this has been in the last 2 months. So one of the things that I really encourage my coaches to do is set up a like page. No matter how new you are, just set it up, do it. Like, there's nothing, it's not going to hurt you, it's only going to help you. So even if you're on day 1, you can start sharing your journey through the like page. I ask them or recommend that they take any money that they're earning from the beginning, any extra money outside of covering their own costs, and start reinvesting that back into themselves by boosting their certain posts on like pages. And then, a lot of coaches don't know what to boost, don't know, how to word things, don't know what pictures to put up. So I really try to, make sure that I'm helping my coaches learn how, like, what's going to be eye-catching, what is going to catch people's attention, make them stop scrolling from their news feed. And so I spend a lot of time working with them on how to make their posts with valuable information. So the other thing that I do is I also set my coaches up by letting them know that, or preparing them that only 10% of people are going to even be interested in hearing about this. So why I do that is because, first of all, it shows them the amount of people that they need to be inviting. I invite 100 people on day one because I'm only expecting 10 of those people to pull the trigger, if that. So that's why I make my numbers so big. And then, so I do that. I tell them that so that they know how many people they have to invite. And then it also sets them up so that they're not disappointed, because it can be really disappointing to get rejected over again, which causes them to just start shutting down because they are losing faith in themselves. So if they know going into this that it's going to take 10 times the amount of people to invite for just 10 sales, for example, then hopefully they'll go into it, expecting that, and not be so hard on themselves when they get no after no after no, and then just want to give up. So then, of course, after you're sending out your first however many messages you can send out on the first of the month, you want to be doing your power of threes or power of fives, or whatever you want to do, following up with those people, always finding new people to invite through like pages and friends of friends and that sort of thing. The other thing that I like to do is recognition posts for specific people in the group, and I try to do it on a daily basis. I try to call somebody out specifically, whether I've noticed that they've been really great about consistently posting, whether they've made their first sale, what if they've hit Success Club, whatever they're doing. I try to find somebody each day or every other day to just call them out publicly and tell them what a great job they're doing and how proud I am of them. I think that goes a really long way with helping them to know that somebody's watching and somebody's appreciating what they're doing when they might feel so unappreciated, with the people that they're trying to talk to. So with that, I also do little friendly competitions, because I know that I personally love competitions. If I know that I'm racing somebody for something, then it really motivates me. So a lot of times I stick to $25 a month. I just do one $25 gift card to Target or something each month, and whatever I feel like doing that month. This past month, I opened my second CBC, so I did a little competition for whoever could beat me to Emerald in my second CBC, and one of the coaches did beat me, and she was so excited, and I was so excited for her. So I think that is a fun way to get people more motivated if they like that sort of stuff. I have found that my downline does like that. So even if I say the next person to hit Success Club 5 gets the $25 gift card, they get so excited when they do. So that's something that I do that my team, I think, really appreciates. And then the other thing that I have realized with helping my coaches get to Success Club is that a lot of them don't know how to communicate, or they're scared of saying the wrong thing, especially just starting out and getting more comfortable with it. So what I try to do is every single week, I know my business building coaches, and I try to connect with them somehow. I say, how are you doing? Are things going the way you want them to in the business? If, and then depending on their answer. If not, I say, okay, well, how can I help you? What area do you think that you are struggling in? And a lot of it is knowing how to have conversations with people. And so I spend a lot of time helping my coaches respond to their potential customers. They'll send me screenshots of what they're saying, and then I will help them learn how, because it's a learning process, how to communicate to people without sounding salesy. And so that I spend a lot of my time working with my coaches and teaching them how to talk to their potential customers in the best way. And then, with time they build confidence and they can start doing it on their own just fine. So yeah, I mean, I really think those are my main recommendations for helping your team hit Success Club. Definitely have to be an example. If you're telling them that they need to be posting consistently 3 times a day, then you need to be posting consistently 3 times a day. If you're telling them they need to hit Success Club 5, then you need to be hitting Success Club 5. And I think just being a constant presence, whether on your coach team page or, both coach team page and personally messaging them to let them know that you are there to help them. I try to be as available as possible to my coaches. Within reason, as much as possible in order to help them get that boost they need to get started and build their confidence. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.